In this module, we are going to cover the general composition and quality of flesh foods. So these will be the objectives which we are going to cover in this lecture. First of all, what do you mean by flesh food, or we can say meat? The term meat, it actually refers to the muscles of four-legged warm-blooded animals, mainly cattle, sheep and pig. Meat is mainly composed of water, proteins, and fat. It is edible raw, but is normally eaten after it has been cooked and seasoned or processed in a variety of ways. Although unprocessed meat will spoil or rot within hours or days because it is a perishable product. Uh, Meat is important in economy and culture, even though its mass production and consumption has been determined to pose risks for human health and environment. So, meat actually it refers to the muscles of animals used as food. Internal organs of the animals used as food is also included in this broad definition. So, the red meat which is being eaten, it mainly comes from cattle, that is known as beef, from pigs known as pork, sheep known as lamb. If we talk about structure, the meat muscles which we eat are made up of fibers which are bound together with the connective tissue, and they are mainly linked to other groups of muscles or directly to the animal bone structure. Muscle contains a 60 to 70% moisture, 10 to 20% protein, 2 to 22% fat, and 1% ash. That also depends upon the type and different types of species. The muscle fibers are known as myofibrils. They are composed of actually thick and thin filaments. The thick filaments are the contractile proteins known as myosin, and the thin filaments are known as actin. And it also contains two proteins called troponin and tropomyosin that helps regulating the muscle contractions. So if we talk about composition, adult mammalian muscle flesh, it consists of 75% water, 19% protein, 2.5% intramuscular fat, 1.2% carbohydrates, and 2.3% other soluble non-protein substances. And these include nitrogenous compounds like amino acids and inorganic substances like minerals. All the muscle tissues, they are rich in proteins, and they contain all essential amino acids, and they are good source of zinc, vitamin B12, selenium, phosphorus, niacin, vitamin B6, choline, riboflavin, and iron. Several forms of meat are also high in vitamin K. Muscle tissue is very low in carbohydrates and does not contain dietary fiber. And the fat content of the meat, it can vary depending upon the species and the breed of the animal. There are some post-mortem changes after slaughtering because the glycogen in the muscle, it is converted into lactic acid, causing a decrease in pH from the initial value of 6.8 to 7.3 to about 5.4 to 5.8, which actually causes the stiffness of the carcass. This process is known as rigor mortis. Stiffening of the muscles is known as rigor mortis, which occurs after slaughtering of the animal. And if the animals, they are stressed immediately prior to slaughter, as when they are roughly handled or fight one another, the muscle glycogen is released into the bloodstream, and after slaughter it is rapidly broken down to lactic acid while the carcass is still warm. This high level of acidity causes a partial breakdown of muscle structure, resulting in pale, soft, and exudative meat. And the long term stress before slaughter or starvation uses up the glycogen, so that less amount of lactic acid is formed after slaughtering, which results in an abnormal muscle condition in which it remains dark purplish red or on exposure to air instead of the bright red color of the meat. So these were some of the fibers which are present in the meat. And marbling, as fat is associated with the muscles, fibers due to its appearance in the meat as wavy lines and resemble the appearance of marble, so it is known as marbling, the incorporation of fat in the muscles. And this is the meat composition. Physically, the meat is lean, fat, bone, connective tissue, and the proportions they also change over time. And meat composition also varies with species of animals and various other parameters like anatomical placements of the meat. And this is the percentage composition of some meats with medium amounts of fat like beef, veal, pork, horse, duck, turkey. Now, if we talk about the color of the meat, during the time meat is stored, the color changes to darker brown red because of the formation of metmyoglobin. And when meat is cut and exposed to oxygen in the air, it takes about 20 minutes from myoglobin to change myoglobin into oxymyoglobin. And oxymyoglobin is bright red in color. After some time, the meat becomes a browner color again as metmyoglobin is formed. And these color changes actually do not make any difference to the taste or the texture. These are the references, and thank you for your patient listening. Happy learning.